Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
And I feel like it's so funny because people can ask you, why don't you want children? But it wouldn't be okay to say, why don't you want to pursue your dream and travel the world? And it's the same with if someone, I actually had this happen, and it was someone who said, it's such a waste of great parenting potential to not have children. And I feel like you could not say back to that person, if they choose to have children, you can't say, oh, it's such a waste of potential. You wanted to be a singer, or you wanted to do this, build this business. What a waste of potential to have children. Now you can't do that, or you don't have the resources anymore. And it's so funny when you flip the question and you realize if one side isn't okay to ask, the first one isn't okay either.
As it turns out, it is. You just did. And at the same time, there's plenty of mothers that have successful careers. And I'm pretty sure you can ask them whatever you want and they're not gonna be bothered by your question. Which kind of makes me wonder, why are you so bothered by that question? I mean, sure, in La La Land, complete strangers will stop you on the street to check up on you. Hey, are you a mother? No, I'm not. Well, then be one. But in real life, people don't care that much.
Can someone explain why the gender roles for women and expectations have stayed the same, and for men they've decreased? Like, my grandpa built my grandma a house with his bare hands, and my ex couldn't even hang up a picture frame without hiring a TaskRabbit.
Good question from the generation that can barely boil water. I guess because time have changed. Even though not even your grandfather built a house with bare hands and with no help, but that's fine. I don't expect you to know anything about house building. But even if we pretend for a second that he did, he built it for someone who he knew is gonna turn it into a home. Now we have the I don't cook, I don't clean, and even when they do, they pretend throwing some canned food into a pot is cooking from scratch.
I don't think men realize that women also hope that we get lucky. Like, the running joke is like, oh, like, I hope I get lucky. I hope she likes me enough to sleep with me, right? We also hope that we like you enough to sleep with you on the first date. We hope for the same things. And I fear that it hasn't clicked yet, that what's really happening is not that you are doing and saying things where we're like adding points and like the top of the chart is like the top of the pyramid, whatever, is us being like, I'm gonna go on with him or he's gonna come on with me. What's really happening is that, like, a lot of the times, based on what we've projected onto you, and bottom line, we probably already think you're cute. You know what I mean? What's really happening is you are doing and saying things that are making us deduct points.
She is a walking ad for Netflix and chill. You're thinking about taking her on dates? Why even bother? You knew she's gonna deduct points, so Netflix and chill it is.
Men are so simple. They're so simple. All I had to say was, you found out about my booty, huh? 1 million views. Subscribers through the roof. Like, I didn't say what you were going to find out about my booty. I'm a 5'10" white girl with this in the front. You think I got ass in the back too? Wrong. Don't you think I would be a little more famous or something? Like, use your brain. But you found out though, huh?
Yes, I did. I guess I learn new things every single day. I always thought women don't use their booty to become famous, but I guess I was wrong. Not sure if fame comes with that special site with $4.99 a month, but I guess I learned about that too today.
I have this issue where I find almost no men attractive. Like, it's really, really annoying because I speak to a lot of men, right? I'm very social. I love to talk. I find almost no one attractive. So, like, there's just, like, it just doesn't go anywhere, like, ever. I get asked on dates, I'm like, no, pass. And then when I do find someone attractive, I'm like, I'm obsessed with you. I need you. If I don't have you, I'm going to feel unwell. Like, I need them because it's so rare at this point that it, like, makes it extremely difficult. Or, like, even if they are attractive, like, even if, like, yeah, you're a pretty face, I just don't care to speak to them. Like, if I want to speak to someone, I will nonstop be thinking about, like, texting them or having a conversation with them. But it's so rare. Like, it's so rare, and I just want to have a cute little fun crush and, like, whatever, but I can't even have a crush anymore because I'm just like, boring, like, not interested, no desire for it. I need to, like, go to the gym.
or you might just be hungry. I don't find men attractive yet. That's the trend on TikTok for 2025. It's gonna last for the entire year. But when I do find one attractive, I need him. I am obsessed with him. I am unwell if I don't have him. But at the same time, I don't want him. Sure, princess, at this point, whatever you say. I'm gonna take your word for it. Even more when you say I talk to a lot of men, but I only talk to a lot of men.
I have never seen a hot guy call a girl mid. It's always those like weird men with weird Facebook profile pictures with a fish that are like, she's a 2 out of 10.
Well, you've heard the lady. I mean, I could point out the fact that only mid women are talking about men on TikTok all the time, but we'll skip that part because it's important to focus on what she said. If you like fishing, you're unattractive. In fact, I'm gonna help her out because I feel like being nice today and take it a step further. If you have any hobbies as a man, you're gonna be unattractive. It happens sometimes, it's an innocent feeling. Sometimes your happiness depresses people.
Men will literally put on their dating profile, like looking for a short term relationship open to long, when they should be putting looking for therapy.
It is not quirky or funny to publicly admit that your emergency contact is your boyfriend or husband who is deeply incompetent and irresponsible. It is wildly concerning to me to see all of the women that are under the sound that are saying, ladies and gentlemen, my emergency contact, and he is doing the most outlandish type of behavior.
Your back's gotta be pretty sore from doing all that reaching. Like, there's no way you didn't grow 3 inches. It has got to be very exhausting trying to turn every single moment into a think piece on hating men. This is a very harmless trend. Women posting their partners doing something goofy and captioning it my emergency contact. That's literally the joke. But you've somehow managed to try and turn it into some kind of deep commentary about incompetence and irresponsibility based off of a 5-second clip. You deduced that about someone from a 5-second clip. Be so for real. God forbid women actually feel safe and secure in their relationships. God forbid they actually have a dynamic where they can joke around with their partner. But no, you had to make it about how awful men are because he tripped over his own feet in a TikTok. If you are mad that you can't participate in the trend, then just say that. Because your username being your boyfriend's worst nightmare and your bio saying let men rot make it pretty clear where you stand. Maybe this just isn't the space for you. By all means, keep trying to suck the fun out of everything while we are out here actually enjoying our relationships.
Wait, is that still legal? Enjoying your relationship? Well, hurry up and enjoy it now while we still can, because if those lunatics get in power, you're gonna become an outlaw and your face will be on wanted posters.
Women's standards today are completely unrealistic.
Do men not feel like embarrassed? Is this not like an emotion that they experience? Because how are you going to come on here looking like Squidward and saying that women's expectations are too high? Do men look in the mirror before they say stuff like this? Men thinking that they're the standard that women should meet is a joke. Women are far beyond evolved from men. And we're really just looking at you guys thinking, like, when do you grow up? You know? Like, when is it that you find emotional intelligence and realize that you guys are the problem?
Well, now that you brought this up, I do feel like embarrassed. Listening to you, I do feel like a lot of things. Do I look in the mirror? Probably not as often as you do, because I know how I look, and at the same time, I don't lie to myself. You, on the other hand, should not be the one asking people if they look in the mirror. And I love how you made a response video to that guy's point, and you came up with you ugly. We are more evolved from men, because being just evolved doesn't work for you, I guess. But you ugly. I am, but what about what I've said? You ugly. Well, thank you so very much. That was insightful.
Things I'd never ever tolerate in a relationship ever again because I now love myself. Part 1.
I didn't know a skateboard took rocket science.
Me neither. Why isn't it going?
No idea either, but as soon as I forget what I've just saw, the better. Anyway, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.